Welcome, my sweet friends. Come on into my kitchen for a little while with me. My name is Emmy and this is the channel Frugal Money Saver. I am thrilled you are here. How is everyone doing? I hope this video finds you well. Today I have a confession. I'm going to start with my confession off first. I went to Goodwill. I know. But you got to hear the whole story. And what is my new process when I go in there? So if this sounds interesting to you, please stick around. Please give it a big thumbs up if you like these kind of videos, and by all means hit that subscribe button and don't forget the little notification bell. Click that bell, hold it, and go to all, and then when I make a new video you will be alerted. So here it goes. This is what happened. I have not been to Goodwill in months. I'm talking March, April, May, June, July, August. It's like 6 months. Well, the other day we were driving by and I was like, well, maybe, okay. We went in. I really tried to be good. I did only get one item. Let me show you what I bought. Are you ready? I'm so excited. Look at this. This is the most beautiful glass pumpkin. Look at the lines in it. You know I have a thing for pumpkins. How much did I pay for this little guy? It was $1.99. Would I have bought it if it was $5.99? Nope. When I saw that it was $1.99, I grabbed it. I cannot tell you, I was just, look at this, okay? And it's the most beautiful glass. It's all spot. I mean, it's just, somebody mismarked it, I guess, or they didn't know what they were marking. We've always heard the expression, do your possessions own you, or do you own your possessions? And I thought to myself, well, what does that really mean? Do I own my possessions or do my possessions own me? And I think I sat and I really thought about it. And the three things I came up with were, number one, I do have some notes here because I really thought on this one. Do we feel our possessions show other people we are successful? In other words, am I buying things to show people I am a success? I think sometimes that can be a trap we can fall into, that we are buying things to show other that we are successful. Do you ever look for stuff and you can't find it? That may be a sign that our possessions are owning us. You're looking for something, I know I put it here, and you're rummaging through boxes or you're looking through shelves and there's so much stuff. Yeah, that's not great either. I think that is a way of saying maybe we have a little bit too much stuff. And if things are overcrowded, if we're forgetting we buy things and then put them away and you totally forgot you bought them and you buy another one, or you pull out last year's Christmas decorations, you're like, oh my goodness, I didn't even remember buying these. Then I think that our possessions are starting to get away from us. And another one I thought about is, how do we feel if someone is to break one of our possessions? The things that are around us, if someone breaks them, or even if we break them, but it tends to be a lot worse if someone else does, how do you react? Why are you reacting that way? These are possessions that are here today, gone tomorrow. So that's a really pertinent question when I was really thinking about it. When you knock something over, that pang, that, oh, I just broke my favorite Pyrex, but can you get it under control and be like, oh, well, it's just a Pyrex, or does it kind of get to you? So I think these are really good jump off points to thinking about our relationship with our possessions and who is in control. Is it the possessions or is it us? So how do these three questions about whether our possessions own us or we own our possessions apply to this little pumpkin I bought? Are we buying this item to make people think that we're something we're not? Do we have this item buried somewhere in our house and we just don't know about it? How would we feel if this item was broken? How would I feel if this pumpkin got dropped? When our possessions start to become more important to us than they should be, we need to step back and ask ourselves why. What is the reason these items mean so much to me? Is it that we feel our worth is associated with these items? What is it? And that's how we have to step back and really look at it. I'm going to answer truthfully to these 4 questions about this pumpkin because I did in one of my videos not too long ago say I was really going to try to stay out of Goodwill for this reason. So the first question, why do I need this pumpkin? And I'm going to be absolutely 100% honest with you because it makes me happy. This little pumpkin made me happy. Is it wrong for this little guy to make me happy? Well, if I spent $100 on it, I guess it would be. So my second question I asked was, where am I going to put it? Exactly where I'm going to put it. I'm either going to put it on my mantle or I'm going to put it in the corner behind me with my vintage Halloween Pyrex. What will I get rid of? Because you know I get rid of something. Something comes into my house, something has to go out. It's the way I work. So I went and I looked around and I said, what am I getting rid of? I have these 2 watering contraption. I don't even know what these are. What are these, Paul? They're like
watering bulbs.
Watering bulbs. Thank you. Okay. But these 2 are going. And then I have this old scrapbooking album. So I knew these 3 items were going to leave my home to make room for my little pumpkin. The next question I asked myself was, will I appreciate it in a year from now, 2 years from now, 3 years from now? And I honestly can say it's glass, it's beautiful, and yes, I will. So I had this conversation with myself in the middle of the store. Where am I going to put it? Why do I want it? What am I going to get rid of? And how long will I appreciate it for? And those are 4 really good questions you may want to ask yourself. The 4 questions I asked myself when I was going to purchase the pumpkin are extremely relative to any purchase we make. We need to identify why we're buying it. We need to identify if there's a place in our home for it. We need to identify, can we get rid of something else so our possessions do not become greater than they need to be? Is this something I will use and appreciate for years to come? These are simple little tips and tricks to make sure we are in control of what is coming into our home, that we are not just buying aimlessly. And I am talking about myself as well. I have made myself walk away many, many times from items that I knew I wanted, but it was more of a spur of the moment purchase. The first tool is, what is our relationship with the items we own? Those 3 things we're asking. What is our relationship? And the second tool is those 4 questions we need to ask ourselves before we make that purchase. Now, this pumpkin, in the grand scheme of things, is $1.99, and it really is not a big deal, nor is it a big purchase. But a lot of these little purchases can add up to be frivolous purchases, and then these tools that I've just shared with you are going to signal us a red flag to slow down, stop buying. We don't need that. That's really basically what it is. What is our relationship with the items that are around us, that bring joy to us, that whether they be functional or whether they be decorative, we need to realize their place in our lives and what is important and what we can do without. And if it sparks joy, that's wonderful. This little pumpkin made me happy. That's great. But if it becomes a compulsion where I see these and I have to buy them, or they're starting to take up room I don't have, and I'm starting to get items that are cluttering my home, then I need to step back And even though it's a $1.99 pumpkin, I need to step back and look at my relationship with my items. Frugality is a personal journey. I say this all the time. So I want to thank you all so much for being here with us. We appreciate you. Please click that subscribe button. Give this a big thumbs up. And by all means, remember, we love you. We wish you blessings. Bye-bye.